You know how artists have a habit of really sucking when it comes to actually pricing our work fairly?
Basically, $500 to get you anything from my shop other than my most expensive piece, the sunlight. Even that's only $575.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today we have Tyler Catastrophe back on the screen. If you don't know who Tyler Catastrophe is, he's a 27-year-old TikTok influencer, I use that very lightly, who basically uses everybody's problems around him as his problems. If you've been hit by a car, he's been hit by the car 10 times harder. If someone bullied you in high school, he got bullied in the womb by the other sperm cells, which wouldn't be a surprise. But before we get into Tyler's half-ass TikTok apology, I'm gonna let him kind of explain himself to the new viewers, the type of person he is. Tyler, take it away.
You know what's really dumb and super inconvenient? The other day, I was being super insecure, and it's like, what if I'm not actually attractive? What if I just gaslit myself into thinking I was attractive, and then today, I look in the mirror, I feel like trash, and I realize I'm the hottest motherfucker in the room. I'm the only person in the room, but like, it means something. Like, how dare last week me lie to myself? That's not cool. That's not chill. I'm not having that. Like, clearly the only issue was that I hadn't left the house in the week. And today I left the house. For not very long, but like, it helped. But now I'm incredible again, and I'm ready for my summer love. Even if that's just me. You know? Sometimes you gotta love yourself a little more than everyone else. Happy Pride. Fuck this.
Tyler, something tells me you have enough love for yourself to go around to everybody that hates themselves. You somehow have an ego of somebody that's lived 1,000 lives and knows all. You have Gandhi level ego. Now we're gonna go over some videos that I missed in my last video, specifically the ones where he definitely boosts his ego, but this video is more about his apology. So basically, if you guys don't know what he's apologizing for, I'll make it quick. He went on the internet spreading these lies about a man named Stuart Semple who invented the blackest black and the pinkest pink. He's an artist that I believe lives in London. And he completely lied to the internet and said that I'm going to move to this place, get a new job, Stuart's going to hire me, and he loves me. He loves everything about me because I'm Tyler, I'm perfect. So if you know Tyler by now, you know that everything that comes out of his mouth is a complete lie, and he can't stop lying. And that was one of them. Stuart never wanted him to work with him. Stuart never wanted him to even move to London. I'm sure Stuart would actually pay him to go further away from London. But Tyler can't take no for an answer. His brain thinks that anything no is yes. So that's when Tyler starts backstabbing his new boss and starts talking shit on the internet about him.
Single negative impact this situation has had on my life could have been avoided or minimized if he had just talked to me. I'm a grown man. I can handle being told no. I am a very reasonable person, even when other people think I shouldn't be.
Stop the cap!
And even now, when I know how angry I am, and how much better this situation could have been, and I know that he screwed over other people who I am still friends with, I'm not saying any of this because I want to ruin his life. I'm not saying any of this because I don't think he deserves his job or his platform. I'm not saying any of this to turn the world against him. I'm saying it because I'm really fucking mad at myself that no one knows about it. I'm mad at myself for doing so much to protect his reputation when doing so did so much fucking damage to mine. And now that I'm here in the process of trying to move to England again, this time on my own to Brighton instead of Bournemouth, it's just really starting to hit me how fucking unfair all of it was. And I still haven't heard from him. He's had years to make amends. He's had years to say he's sorry. That's all it would have taken. I would have forgiven him. I would have been totally okay. I would have understood. I would have been fine. It was a stressful situation for everyone.
It was a stressful situation for everyone. No, it wasn't, Tyler. It was only stressful for you because in your magical world, he hired you. By the way, the guy Stuart Semple ended up showing screenshots that he never planned on hiring him. In fact, this guy was just a fan that came and visited, and Stuart was nice enough to go out of his way to show love to this guy. And once you show any sort of love to Tyler, now all of a sudden you're dating him.
And it all feels so fucking unfair to me specifically. And even though now I know that Stuart Semple is not Culture Hustle quite literally is Stuart Semple, and a lot of the work he slaps his name on isn't even him, I'm honestly kind of jealous about all the people that are still excited about the things he does. Because I will never look at him the same. And I thought he was my friend. And clearly, That was not true.
Now we can get into the apology. So after he made that video completely shitting on Stuart Semple, he decided, you know what? The internet was right. I never had a job this whole time. I've been lying to these people, and I never thought that Stuart was going to defend himself. But instead, Stuart decided to defend himself, showing all sorts of screenshots, being like, yo, I never hired this guy. He's insane. Well, he didn't even call him insane. He was actually very nice about it and said, no, we just didn't need him. So now for a PR run of a lifetime, our boy Tyler here decided, you know what, it's time to apologize. Let's look at it.
Let me just start out by saying that I am a very intense, optimistic, positive, happy person. And I have a tendency to take very bold steps with my career that a lot of people wouldn't. And while a lot of things are much more obvious in hindsight, and present day me definitely would have taken silence as a much more direct answer, but at the time I was very excited. And because I knew there were multiple things keeping him from responding. His account was banned from DMs for a couple weeks. He had launches and events and other things keeping him. I assumed he was busy, I assumed he wasn't getting the messages, or even that he just wasn't seeing them. And so I made a bunch of preparations because I wanted to be ready when he eventually got back to me. I worked really hard to be prepared because I really wanted it to happen. But as time passed, and it became more and more clear that he just wasn't going to talk to me about it anymore, and I ended up having to talk to other people in the studio just to try and understand what was going on, I felt really hurt and really stupid, and I did not talk about it for a long time, except in private conversations to people who were directly involved, because I did not want to blame him. I have looked up to Stuart for over half my life. Meeting him was amazing. Just being in the studio and having any opportunity at all was an honor for me. And eventually all of those hurt feelings and confusion turned really angry and bitter. And because anger is something I tend to avoid, because I really don't like being angry, I wound up venting on the internet, thinking I would just delete the videos in a week after I'd moved on. Clearly, that did not happen, and I wound up making a long-term problem out of very short-term feelings, and just really fucking missed the mark. Because the truth is, I did not handle any of this well. Not mentally, not emotionally, definitely not publicly. And in trying to avoid more damage, I wound up avoiding accountability. And I am sincerely sorry that I did not realize that sooner. So, to everyone who's been just trying to hold me accountable, thank you.
Tyler is a 27-year-old narcissistic liar. Everything he says is an absolute lie. Everything. When you go out of your way to go visit somebody and you do all of these things that they allowed you to do, and then you go out of your way to say, well, it's my choice if they hire me. I've already decided they hired me. It's not their choice. I'm just gonna pre-plan, pack my shit, start making GoFundMes so that people can fly me to London, and he's already hired me. There's no chance he doesn't hire me. He didn't say he hired me, but there's no chance. Tyler has a me, I personality. He will never change. He will always be like this, and I feel so bad for anybody who has to be in contact with this human being. In fact, I'm glad that he makes up bullshit so he can't work a normal job, because that's a whole nother lie we're about to get into. I'm glad he does that because I want him to be a hermit inside the house. You shouldn't be talking to other people. You will ruin their day. Now that we got some of those apologies out of the way, if you would like to call them that, I just love to see the ego on this person. We are about to ego the fuck out. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Wonder why the fuck I'm single. I'm gorgeous and talented and successful and awesome. What more do you want? But then I remember that I spend like 27 hours a day at my desk putting beads on a string and not talking to people. And when I'm not doing that, I'm in my bedroom filming TikToks. And then I remember that every time I do leave the house, I wear a fake wedding band so that people don't talk to me. I truly am my own worst enemy. It probably also doesn't help that my standard of men is like Apollo himself and nothing else. I know what I like. What can I say? Also, I'm gonna be 25 in 3 weeks. I need to go be hot and single in public, I think. I don't even know where I would go, though, because I don't drink and I don't partake in other substances. Maybe I should just go wander through an art museum until people think I'm part of the exhibition. Oh well. Thoughts and prayers, I guess. Okay, love you, bye.
Oh my God, to have the ego of Tyler Catastrophe. Oh my God, that's crazy. That's insane. Tyler, I'm going to give you some huge advice right now. If you just maybe look in the mirror once and just be like, I'm not perfect, you're going to be mind blown. You're going to be mind blown. You're going to be like, holy shit, I'm a human being. That's crazy. I've never seen somebody with an ego like this before. I'm speechless. How are you going to lie to us and say, I have to wear this wedding band? I'm just getting hit on by everybody. It's so annoying that when I go out, constantly people are trying to get my number. I wear a ski mask, and I'm going to tell you right now, Tyler, I'm very confident in myself. I wear this for different reasons. Tyler, you need to put the ski mask on, homie. What are we talking about?
Today's main issue is that I have spent my entire life being overworked and under-respected. I got my first job at 12. I've been helping other people pay their bills since I was 15. When my dad skipped out my senior year of high school, I stepped up to help my mother keep a roof over our heads. When she got remarried, I went to college because everyone said I had to. Somehow managed 18 credit hours while also working 39 hours a week so that they wouldn't have to pay me full-time benefits. I'm only 24 years old. I've got nearly 13 years.
Could you imagine being one of the kids that go to the internet cafes in like Indonesia, like a rural part of Indonesia, and they're paying like 18 cents an hour to be on like a little iPhone, and they're scrolling through TikTok and they see Tyler Catastrophe in that video? Overworked and underpaid. Oh, boo. Welcome to society. Welcome to our world we live in. You're not the only one, Tyler. I know this is going to suck so bad to hear because you want everyone to feel bad for you. This is going to really suck to hear. But you're not the only one. You're not the only one. That's crazy. That is insane, isn't it, Tyler?
Are you an independent artist, creative, or small business owner who's tired of people telling you to just get a real job?
Me too. Here's some of my favorite responses. That sounds really sweaty. Can't. I don't want to.
No.
But then who's gonna pay my taxes? If I get a job, your mom's gonna be so bored. All the time.
Think the fuck not, you trick-ass. Job? Like the Bible?
Do you know what an LLC is? Be honest. Can't. I'm afraid I'll get scared. If I don't put silly little beads on silly little strings every single day of my life, I will explode everywhere. Did have a job, but then I had too many jobs and I don't know how to juggle. A trade. You can trade me money.
¿Por qué estamos hablando español?
But then who will carry the blood curse?
I can't, my tummy hurts.
What are you, the job cops? Beat it, guy. I'm a little teapot. My hands are so soft. Pot sand. That was ribbons. That would really cut into my skincare routine. Have you ever met your CEO?
Jobs? Those aren't real.
Swipe or no swiping?
Oh, my sponge!
Hang on just 1 second. Did that clean your attitude, yes or no? To quote my sister when she was like 5 years old, I have a job, it's being cute, and you got fired from it. She also said she wanted to be black for Christmas that year, so maybe don't listen to her. Can't! I'm too busy being happy! My job is make necklace, your job is buy necklace. Go buy necklace. Okay, love you, bye. Everyone say hi, Lenson.
Good one, Tyler. That was a good one. That was good. That was real funny the way you named all of your excuses for not getting a job. That was sick, dude. I wonder if Tyler has ever said the words "I'm wrong" ever in his life sincerely. Like actually sincerely, not to save face in front of the internet, in front of his friends, family, none of that. If he's ever been like, "I'm sorry, I'm genuinely wrong about that." I wonder if that's ever happened, or if in the back of Tyler's mind it's like, I'm just perfect. I'm perfect. There's no way I can be wrong about this. I've never been wrong about anything.
I usually don't get hate comments, but y'all are really going off this morning. I just woke up, wow. And I usually don't respond, but y'all caught me on the wrong day. And I hope you don't mind, Miss Girl. I'm gonna be using you as an example real quick, because you made a point I really didn't like. And I will block you immediately, but still. Because dollar store jewelry? Really? Anyway. Now, to all the people telling me to get a job, whoa. This is my job. It is a business that I've been running successfully part-time since 2016 and full-time for the past 2.5 years. It's just been a really weird couple of months. I've been moving around a lot of life stuff recently, moved into a new apartment, wound up $600 short on my rent. It happens. It just does. I'm not asking for handouts. I'm pushing my business because the second this account became monetized, yeah, everything over 45 seconds has been dead in the water. And luckily that video did what I needed it to do, because there are so many people looking at the cool stuff I make, and I appreciate you so much. I love you, thank you. Crazy. And for the people nitpicking my disability because y'all really don't like that little square in my bio, I could show you the crazy scar on my back from where the surgeons had to piece together my ribcage after I got hit by an SUV at 50 miles an hour, but I think there would be consequences to that action. So instead, I'm just going to tell you I can't drive a car, I can't give plasma, I can't breathe on autopilot, and I can't walk or stand for more than like an hour and a half without needing a cane.
Something tells me that Tyler did more damage to the car than the car did to Tyler. I don't know what it is. I just have a feeling. That being said, guys, if you liked the video, please leave a like and comment. I'm trying to grow this channel. I'm live on Twitch every day, but YouTube I'm trying to take seriously as well. Subscribe if you enjoyed the video and you want to see more of these freaks. And as always, stay amazing, stay dope, but most importantly, stay fresh. Bye.